This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no, no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens' Phonics. This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no, no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens' Phonics.
Good morning everyone and welcome to day 3 of Phonics with me, Mrs. Stevens. Now we are on, in our workbook, we are on page 9 and it looks like this. And we've got our new sound for today up there. We've got some phoneme frames to practice writing some words, and we've got some lines today. So that means we're going to have a go at writing a sentence together. So to kick us off, we're going to practice all the sounds that we've been learning and to remind our brains of all that they are. So here we go. Ooh. I. A. Oi. Or. Oo or you. Air. E. E. A. I. O. O. U. E. W or her. O. U or oo. Ow, well done. And then this one, do you remember from yesterday? Ear, ear, cheer the deer. Well done. And there it is again, ear. One more time with our caption action. Ear, ear, cheer the deer. So it wasn't a new sound, but it was a new way of spelling the sound. Now, today we are going to learn not a new sound, but we are going to be learning a new way of spelling the sound. And I'm going to say it first and then you can say it back to me. This is the sound that we're going to be thinking about today. It's the sound ear. Oh, that sounds like yesterday's one. Hang on a minute. Ear. I say ear, you say. I say ear, you say. I'm going to try to say it in a really high-pitched voice now. So I say ear, you say. Perfect. Ear, it sounds just the same. Let's see what this one looks like then. Here it is. Ear. Oh yes, look. It's an E, an R, and another E again. Yesterday's one was E-E-R, which spells ear. And today we've got E-R-E, that spells ear. So it's a different way of spelling the sound. I think I know another way of spelling that sound. I'm going to write it on my board and see if you can recognise it. I think you can also spell that sound like that. Ear, 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 oh dear, never fear. Do you remember that one too? So we've got ear and we've got yesterday's sound. Ear, ear, cheer the deer. And today we've got this one, E-R-E, ear. So today's sound is ear. And the caption action for today's sound is ear, ear, over here. So we're kind of motioning somebody over with our finger. So it's ear, ear, over here. So when I show you this sound, we just say the sound, ear. And when I show you the picture side, we do the caption action, ear, ear, over here. Are you ready? Okay. Ear, ear, over here. Ear, ear, over here. Ear. Ear. One last time. What will it be? Ear, ear, over here. Well done. I'm going to stick that up near our phonic fairy. Might put it just underneath phonic fairy here. So today's sound is ear, and it is spelled like that. So let me rub that off so that we're all ready. So we've got our ear spelling, ear, ear, over here. Now, first of all, we're going to try to read some words with that spelling in. So here I go. Here's the first one. Let's put my pen lid down. Remember my squeaky pen from yesterday? Let's see how it's sounding today, shall we? So let's have a look at this one. Let's do our sound buttons. We've got the very squeaky, isn't it? And then the E-R-E, ear, ear, mere, well done, ear, mere, well done. Let's see if we can try another one. Find my rubber, there it is. And let's try this one. Are you ready? Oops. So let's have a look. We've got ear, here, ear, here. So we've blended it together. The over here sound, isn't it? Ear, ear, over here. So we've had mere and we've had here. Let's see if we could perhaps just try one more, but make it a little bit trickier this time. So a bit more of a challenge. Let's try this one. Here I go. I'll write the word. You can say the sounds to yourself as I'm writing it if you like. And then my other pen ready and we'll do the sound button. So here we go. When I make the sound button, we make the sound. So here we go. Ah. D. Ear. Ear. So let's push those together. Ah. D. Ear. Adhere. That's another word for stick or to stay with. If something adheres, it kind of sticks to it. So adhere. That's a really long word, isn't it? Quite a tricky one. Now, we've had a go at reading some of our ear words with this spelling. Let's see if we can write some. So you're going to need your pencil and your phoneme frames. Ready, everybody? Good job. Okay. Mrs. Stevens dropping things on the floor. Oh, let's pick that up ready. Otherwise I won't have it at the end. So I'm going to draw my phoneme frame. You've already got yours in your book, nice and smart. Mrs. Stevens always looks a bit more scruffy, doesn't it? But never mind. Here we go. So there is my phoneme frame to the ready. Now the first word that we are going to try to write is one that we've already seen, okay? Just to give us a little bit of help. Do you remember that first word, mere? Let's sound it out on our phoneme fingers. Ear, mere. So we've only got 1, 2 sounds, haven't we? So we won't need that box or that one. So you could put a cross in them if you like, or just leave them blank, it doesn't matter. Ear, mere. So let's get those sound buttons in. I'm going to write the sound buttons to help you, and you're going to write the matching letters. So ear. So that first sound is the, that's right, you call it out. And then the second sound, yes, it's the ear sound, isn't it? So I'll put my zip to show that we need letters together, so more than one letter for that sound. Okay, mere. Let's give you a moment to try to write it. Good. Remember, you can always pause me if I'm going too fast. So the word mere, ear. So for the sound, what do we need? Yep, the letter M. And for the ear sound, just down here, I need the E and the R and another E. Ear, ear, over here. So we've written the word mere. Now, if I was going to change that to the word here, underneath in your next phoneme frame, we could easily write here, couldn't we? Ear, here, ear, here. So that first sound is the sound, already got my sound button. And then that second sound is the ear sound, and it's there. And I've got my zip. So see if you can write the letters to write the word here this time. Okay, so here for the sound we need the letter H, that's right. And for the ear sound we need E, R, E. Here, come over here. And then last of all was that tricky word that we looked at, wasn't it? Adhere. Some of you might remember what that one looked like. I'm going to rub out the whole of that frame and redraw it quickly. Adhere. So let's sound it out on our phoneme fingers. Ear, adhere, ear, adhere. So quite a lot of letters and sounds to think about, but we can do it. That first sound is the that's right, call it out when you know it. There's the first sound button. You're going to write the letter to match that. Second sound is the D, that's right. So there's the sound button. You're going to write the letter. Then the well done. And then finally the ear sound. So there's my zip. Add here. Let's give you a little moment just to finish writing the letters to match those sounds. Ear. Adhere. Great job. So the first sound was the A. So I need the letter A for that one. And then we needed the D. So I need the letter D. Then we needed the good. I needed the letter H for that sound. And then finally the ear. That's it. And I need the E, R, E. Adhere. When something sticks to something else, it adheres. So adhere. Good job. So those were a little bit tricky, weren't they? But we did really well on that. Now, we've left ourselves plenty of time today to work very hard on our sentence that we're going to write. So make sure you got your pencil still in your hand and ready. Don't forget that when we write a sentence, that we need to make sure that we start on the edge of our line. Now, I don't have a line, but you do in your workbook. So you will start at this edge on the top line, write all the way to the end, and then if you still need more space for more words, you're going to write on the line underneath. So you need to do smallish letters, so not too big. And remember your finger spaces between your letters, and we're going to think about a capital letter at the start of your sentence and a full stop at the end, okay? So let's see how we get on. Let's find out, first of all, what our sentence will be. Don't forget, it's going to have words in with our E-R-E spelling, that ear, over here spelling. So let's have a look. Here is our sentence. Some people, I can hear some of our tricky words in here, some really tricky ones. Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. Severe means harsh, very cold, very icy. Maybe they're right. So let's hear that again. Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. So that's a long sentence. So let's see if we can count it on our fingers. Are you ready? Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. So it was 10 words plus one more, which is, that's right, it's 11. So 11 words to write. Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. So, first word, okay? So this is where you might want to pause me so that you can write this sentence. Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. So now's a good time to pause me, and then you can write the sentence and then come back and I will help you. So, hopefully you've had time to write. I'm going to have a go now. So you should have remembered your capital letter at the beginning, some, tricky word some. We practiced spelling that in lesson 1, do you remember? So we need the S and the O and the M. Some people, finger space, people, tricky word people, P-E-O-P-L-E. Some people. Now I haven't got very much space on my board, okay? But you're going to carry right along each line. Some people think. Think. Some people think it. Now the finger space will. ear. Oh, that's a double L because it's the last sound in the word, so it's usually a double L. Some people think it will be, tricky word B, B, and then the E. Some people think it will be a severe. Oh, I can hear my ear sound. Let's sound it out. S-E-V, ear. Severe. S-E-V, ear. E-R-E. Some people think it will be a severe winter. Winter. This, tricky word this, we know that one. This. And right at the end, yeah, I'm running out of space, so I'm just going to move that a minute. Yeah, ear. Ah, now I can hear the ear sound again, but it isn't this spelling. It's the ear, oh dear, never fear. I've got to the end of my sentence. Have I remembered everything? Oh no, I forgot my full stop at the end. There it is. Some people think it will be a severe winter this year. So I wonder how you got on with that. Give yourself a little tick if you remembered your capital letter at the beginning. Give yourself a little tick if you remembered your full stop at the end. And give yourself a tick if you remembered finger spaces between words. If you did all of that, you did a great job. So just to recap today, we thought about the sound ear again, but we explored a different spelling of that sound. Ear, over here. Great job, everyone. Look forward to seeing you in our next session. Bye.
This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens Phonics. This was supposed to be a film by Mrs. Corley. Mr. Watley couldn't work the electronics. Mrs. Lewis said no one else would have a go. So now it's time for Mrs. Stevens Phonics.